And the job is done, and we are getting going nicely. Oh, and the deck list fits perfectly on the screen right now, so that is also good news. Our pirate friend here missed turn 1, so maybe it's not of the pirate variety. Missing turn 2 makes us think we're going to deal with some sort of a fatigue, some sort of control. Does that mean we do not want to draw? Maybe, and maybe we'll just say go at this point. Before we find out that Arcane Intellect, okay. So it looks like we have a similar trains of thought here. Maybe we can get some cool wild card. We'll take an Arcane Blast. We'll damage this minion and we'll say go. There's no need to be pushing the aggression quite yet. Oh, Direhorn Hatchling. Okay, so we're probably going N'Zoth versus N'Zoth. The issue being, of course, that... hold on. 3 plus 4 is a 1. We have a lot of bad pulls, actually, don't we? Because we have a lot of things that we want to go with battle cries. This is a 2 plus a 3. Maybe we have to go fast. Maybe the only way we were going to win there is if we had actually gone fast. And maybe we're not going to be able to do that now. That's interesting. Oh, I also think we might just lose here. That's great. We could meteor this. How important is it to meteor this? I'm not really sure. I think it's probably more important. Wild Laddering, Reno Mage, and Priest. Yeah, talking about with, we'll, BlizzCon, discussion. That's more like it. Okay. Hey, Jaggy, how's it going? Just starting out a little, well, continuing our wild laddering here. I don't really want to meteor this right now. I don't want to do anything to this deck. This is a 3 plus a 2 is 5, so we can kind of get a couple things down. I'll do it. This could be very bad for us. Yeah, Dirty Rat's definitely not the one we want to be seeing right now. But we will be able to survive, I hope. Oh, this is a really bad matchup for us. If this is Dead Man's Hand, we lose. Well, maybe, yeah. It would be interesting. We would need our Frostlich Jaina up very, very early. And now we don't float this mana. I wanted to keep that as long as we can, but we'll just go ahead and throw that secret out for now. And, oh, we're kind of stuck waiting. We have to hope our opponent doesn't find the N'Zoth, or if they're playing Dead Man's Hand Fatigue, they don't find those things right away. Luckily, of course, we do have our Medivh here. So maybe we'll be able to find a little bit of pressure here. We have some bigger spells as well, which is nice. We'll be able to Firelands Portal right into our opponent's Brawl, which will be fun. And then if they ever flood the board again, we'll be able to Flame Strike. Just J is fine? Alright, awesome. That's good to know. It's always funny, like, how you pronounce people's names from what they pick online. Because some people will have very, very intricate long names, and I usually will give up halfway through. Oh, a Bash into an Execute? Bash into Whirlwind? Revenge. Same idea. Do we play anti-Keelbot, or do we just go with Face because we want to continue applying pressure? Our opponent had a hard time dealing with that. Oh, that's an unfortunate one. That's a little bit better. So we got rid of our opponent's armor here, which is very, very nice. And then we also continue to apply pressure, which is nice, because our opponent had a hard time dealing with our Medivh. Like, they had to use 2 cards plus face damage in order to get rid of Medivh. So, okay, well, this is awesome. Oh, this is so cool getting to go up against a Control Warrior. As long as it's not Dead Man's Hand, I think we have a chance. I think we're just going to Forgotten Torch here, and then hope that we don't... do too much else in terms of casting any spells until we get to play a big one. Like, I really, really want to save the last spell trigger for a flame strike. Opponent's going to be armoring up like crazy. That's terrifying. That has to eat a polymorph, I think. And now, unfortunately, we are at the mercy of a brawl right now, which is going to be a little unfortunate, but at the same time, maybe it's going to be okay. If this brawl, well, brawl's half of our opponent's health, and then they'll be able to armor for 4. Oh, forgot all about Justicar. There's the first brawl. There's that first brawl. Now we'll be able to throw out Sylvanas, I think. Okay, so we're dealing 1 damage to our opponent's face, so that's fun. Would we rather Sludge Belcher? I think so. I'd rather Sludge Belcher than Sylvanas right now, just because Sylvanas can get thrown out with... Oh, hey memes. Oh, I'm always ready for some Hearthstone jokes. Or any jokes. But if you got some nice Hearthstone puns, I'm up for it. Oh, well, this is unfortunate. We can 50-50 the Sylvanas, stealing the 6-9. That would be nice. Get ready for memes. Yeah, I was debating. I was honestly debating making a joke about all the memes that will be coming, but 6+3 gets us through here. The issue is then this is going to be able to get some card draw, but maybe we just apply a bit of pressure. Not that we have much more pressure after our fireball. There it was. Yeah. You know how I work here. Blizzard doesn't help us. Maybe we have to go in here. Let's get a little draw action going. Ooh. Okay. We're gonna go in here a little bit. Do we want a Deathlord right now or no? Maybe we should Deathlord actually. And the reason why we're going to Deathlord here, in my opinion, is potentially we could pull our opponent's N'Zoth or something like that. So that would be excellent. So even if they are Dead Man's Hand, then they lose their ability to go infinite N'Zoth, which will give us a chance. There's an execute. Finally. Finally with that big ol' execute, which is good to see. Opponent gets a couple draws off of Acolyte, but oh well. These things happen. A shield block, getting them closer. Lots of armor for our opponent. And now we are going to Frost Lich because this is our path to victory. Zakurvine, how's it going? You want to ask me about the new legendary Marin? You know what? I kind of really like Marin. I mean, I like the idea of Marin. I think Marin looks pretty cool. I'm not sure necessarily how powerful Marin is going to be. Wow, our opponent's going all out here. Wow, they do not want any N'Zoth, please. That's okay. That's a water elemental. That is a water elemental. Let's talk more about Marin in a second. We need to do some fun stuff here. Does this become every card now? So the way I understand this is that every card that we play needs to become a water elemental. I think Marin's more fun right now. I mean, the rewards are super, super powerful. Obviously, if you pull it off, it's great. I think in Priest is the most obvious combo for me, where you can play Marin and Shadow Word Pain to guarantee the proc right away, or you can just run Crazed Alchemist, because it's an 06 or 08 or whatever. So I think that's the most likely, those are the most likely ways to trigger it. But those are 2-card combos, or you're waiting for it to kind of like die later on to get the value. So I'm not necessarily sure how sold I am on it being super powerful, but I'm definitely, you know, on board with it being... Oh, well, that's not the best counterspell in the world for us. But I'm definitely on board with Marin being like a fun card for people to try out. And I like the fact, actually, I really like the fact that Blizzard went this route and went with the like, you know, giving out one, like, kind of like trickling in new cards. I think that's a really, really cool way for Hearthstone to do things. Because, yeah, this also makes things awkward for our opponent. Unless they have more AoE. Huh. So we're going to need to Bran our Kazakus here. That's just one of those things we need to do. And who do we want to attack the most? We can get rid of this one for free or seal this one up. How do we get rid of this after? 3+2. I guess we'll take the value for right now. And then we'll just say go. So yeah, that's my idea. I love the idea of Blizzard trickling in cards because people are going to get creative and want to try them out. So it's going to be changing up the meta in a regular basis. Yeah, I don't know if Blizzard's able to do that more and more often, but I think it's, yeah, I think it would be very, very cool if they could, but that's probably not really the game plan of how they, of what they plan on doing. Hey Lewis, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. We're just enjoying a little bit of our little bit more wild here with a Reno Mage. Where we got to work in Frostless Jaina, which is super cool. And then memes, I didn't miss you, sorry. BlizzCon conned people into buying the virtual ticket for the Legendary, and then everyone got it for free on Monday. Well, yeah, but they got it... Oh, no, wait, that's bad, actually. Don't pull... That was actually really bad for us, and I shouldn't have done it. That was awful. I don't know what I was thinking. Gonna change your nickname? Zakurvane. Zakurvane's okay to pronounce. I don't know why I thought that would have been a good thing to do. I mean, we had to get rid of the Death Lord at some point, right? The issue, of course, was... why that attack? Okay, there's N'Zoth. Although, to be fair, if this N'Zoth doesn't go infinite, I mean, I would almost say we have a chance here, right? Like, it's not going to go Dead Man's Hand with N'Zoth. Although there could just be Dead Man's... But what's it going to be? Dead Man's Hand into what? Oh, thank you for that subscription. I cannot read that. But thanks for subbing here. Thanks for hanging out. Don't know if you're watching live or actually just watching somewhere else. The way the announcements work here. Okay, I need to think about this turn now, don't we? Flame Strike is cool. Although Blizzard is also a potential for goodness, right? Like, we can just Blizzard and then ping and then just wait. Is there anything we can...
I must decide.
Maybe we do just wait here. Like, we can Blizzard here. We'll ping something down. Let's do the math. Flame Strike's gonna come in at 4 next turn. So let's get one of the 6s. I don't want the 6s to pull anything, though. We'll do this. 555th? Oh yeah, thank you. As a free-to-play player, you spend all your money on for gold in a new expansion, start saving for the next one. You know what, Jay? That's exactly how I do it myself. Although to be fair, I do also... Oh, remember this card? That's so, I forgot all about Shrinkmeister. Jay, that's exactly the way I do it, except I've talked about this before in previous... I have talked about this in previous videos where, oh my goodness, our Dr. Boom and N'Zoth are both going to get pulled here. This is awful. Let me think for 1 second. I don't even know how to do this. Oh no, Dr. Boom and N'Zoth. Our other win conditions are going to get pulled. How do we do this? We can attack, and then Flame Strike. Oh, that's actually pretty good. That's pretty good. Here we go. Check this out. Oh, you know what though? I'm gonna ping this first. This is the only time I think I'm ever gonna do it this way, to not get a water elemental, and this is very on purpose. There we go. Yeah. Okay, so Jay, like I've mentioned this before, but I'm not sure if you've heard it. Yeah, I basically am free to play, except I always buy the, you know, the $50 for, oh boy. The $50, hey Elias, the $50 for 50 packs thing. I basically always do that. Oh, our opponent could have popped this right now. That's strange. And then I'm basically, I save up all of my gold the rest of the season, basically. In order to buy a whole bunch of packs at the beginning. So yeah, I do it very similarly. Memes, how many Twitch subs do I have? I have 0 subs on... Yeah, Twitch works differently than YouTube though, right? Like Twitch followers are the free way. The way you can subscribe here on YouTube. So following is for free. And I think I have 3 followers. Which is awesome. And, you know, I've been there for like 5 hours total, I think maybe. And 0 subs. Because you have to be Twitch partner in order to get subscribers on YouTube, and I'm not partnered because I've been there for 5 hours total. I think we're gonna lose against the Master Chest. We don't have Silence. We don't have Return to Hand. This is going to pull. I think we have to do this. And even if our opponent wants, they can still pull our N'Zoth before we're actually able to. Oh. Also, hey WY, I saw that, and then memes, yes, I love that. Hi back, I'm memes, amazing. And then yes, Elias, I did say hi as well. Hope you're doing well, enjoying the wild play here. It's an absolute blast. This is interesting, actually. This is just choice from our opponent. Do we go boom first? I think we do go boom first, and then we'll do this as well. So. It'll be interesting to see if our opponent is playing Dead Man's Hand, if we're going to actually be able to out-control this warrior. Because, I mean, this is kind of okay, because our opponent had really, really powerful stuff. It looks like they're almost out of resources. Now, the issue is we are going to fatigue pretty quickly. Obviously. So it's going to come down to, can we deal with this one huge thing that our opponent has? Discover a legendary minion, summon 2 copies of it. Okay. I mean, that's scary right now, don't get me wrong, but... 714. Ooh. How do we do this? There have to be cool ways to be able to do this, right? Like, if we still had our Sylvanas, we could have done cool Sylvanas things, but we can't. I think we're stuck going N'Zoth. 2, 3, 4... Unless we attack in first and see what happens, actually. That might be the best way to do this. Let's see what happens here. 2. This goes 2 as well. So I think we're basically stuck playing N'Zoth. We have 1 taunt. 2 taunts. Okay, so 2 taunts plus a couple death rattles. The issue is we did give our opponent the Master Chest again, which is unfortunate because we do have more death rattles. And they come back randomly from N'Zoth, so that's too bad. If we're able to get our water elementals up, we might be able to heal ourselves faster than our opponent. Although there is a good chance that we won't be able to. Oh, that was excellent. Wow, that was very lucky. 2 4s. If we can get our water Ellies, we have a chance right now. Oh boy, how do I not mess this up right now? We're taking 3 next turn, so we're down to 13. Hold on. 2. We can attack in 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh, yeah, maybe we do have to run the N'Zoth in here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ping. And then that's... Oh, no. Then Medivh lives, which is no bueno. And then we also have Bran, actually Antique, for later for healing as well, to get us out. 5, 6, 7. Oh, I think we're going to do it this way. This is fine. I know these are not ideal trades, but I think we can live with all of these moves right now. Hey, we get a mana crystal. 2 damage to all. Water elemental, please. And I will assume our opponent's not playing Pirate Warrior at this point. Okay, so now we start healing and start freezing. Our opponent has to attack into the 2-2 or the 2-1, otherwise we get another water elemental, and then we're really going to be in good shape. Our opponent's played both brawls. They probably have 1 bash and 1 armor smith left. 1 bash, 1 armor smith, maybe a shield slam? If it's shield slam, it has to go here, right? On the water elemental. And then they have to attack into the 2-3. And then we're going to play Sylvanas. Okay, so we ping this. Okay, so this is the play. This is like the super high level play. We're going to ping this down. So our opponent can't, like, if we're going to put this down to 4. What are the last cards? What did I just say? Did I say slam 2 times? Sorry. It's Armorsmith. And it's like Bash or Acolyte. My money's on this being the correct play. So that now if our opponent doesn't have... Oh, sorry, Shield Slam. Oh yeah, Shield Slam and then like regular old Slam. The 2 mana deal 2 damage. Hey, Jay or Ja. I got to rank 14 on Twitch, actually. I was streaming at the end of last week. I was streaming over at Twitch to get to rank 14. We pushed a lot with... Oh, thank you, friend. How much fatigue are we drawing for 5, 6, 7, 8? I guess we need to heal up now, huh? And we're gonna ping this one down. We'll heal up back to full. Oh boy, so now our opponent's finally taking fatigue damage, and we still have a Reno. And hey, AEKK. Oh, what is this going to be? Is this going to be their traditional slam as well? Interesting. I don't know what else they'd be running. I really expected Dead Man's Hand in this sort of... If I pull a Goblet into Fatigue card, I don't know what happens if we pull the Goblet into Fatigue. That's a good question, Jay. That's I don't know what happens with that interaction. I'm sure people have already like there's a couple YouTube channels that basically just focus on that sort of like, hey, we said our opponent was going to be doing this, right? You know what, now we can kind of hope if they do get that like draw, fill your hand with, oh boy. There's a way to do this properly, isn't there? Like 2 and a 2 and a ping? Or do we just Sylvanas into Sylvanas? No. Actually, if we Sylvanas into Sylvanas, we steal their empty board, then they steal ours. But no matter what we get, we're able to kill it. Actually, no. If they get either of these two, and then we can get a ping afterwards. Just FaceTime? All right, if people are calling for the face damage, I'm on board with that. And then we'll do the 1 damage here just to make things awkward for our... Yeah, actually, you know what? I definitely... Yeah, totally, Elias. Yeah, I totally understand why, like, there's so much damage on board here, why we needed to go face. And then, yeah, absolutely. We'll Reno next turn. And then we'll see how this goes. Oh, our opponent's going for value. What is this? I wonder what they got then, right? But they can't do any direct damage from hand, right? This ended up not working out, right? Our opponent takes 6 damage. Time melts away. 11, 12, 13, 14. Because they're going to attack into Bran, and then next turn they'll take... Hold on. 6 plus 5 is 11, 12, 13, 14. We deal 14 damage. They're down to 6. Then they're going to hero power for 4, and they'll take 7 the following turn. When we also... Yeah. Play the Reno? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, give him the Acolyte and ping it? Oh yeah, we could have gone for that play, huh? We could have tried for that, right? Draw 3 cards. Oh. Well, now we know how this interaction works. Oh, that's too awesome. All right, that that was kind of an awesome one. I really like that game. That's a good way to start the day. That's a good way to start the Hearthstoning.